Hello Internet, and welcome to another Pete's Media Reviews, and this time I am reviewing a book one of a trilogy. I'm doing a lot of trilogies, or I will be, or series, and I will be getting to them all eventually. Trust me, I will. But I had to do these because I've acquired these. I've acquired a trilogy by the same author, obviously, and this is A Knight of Feylore by Bex Gooding, and it is book one of the Like an Angel trilogy, as it says on the cover. It's from the Wolf Angel Chronicles, and it is a supernatural fantasy. So this book does exactly what it says on the tin. It is, supernatural fantasy. You got me right there. That is just awesome. The cover. Now that's an intriguing cover, a gateway of some sorts with a moon and mist and bats and yeah, you know, what's it all about. Anyway, let's get to it. This is a book that has given me so much pleasure, I have to say. Now, I'll talk about it at the end. But as you know, I rate books on 5 categories: blurb, storyline, writing style, personal enjoyment, and rereadability. Out of 10, that gives me an overall score out of 50. So let's start with the blurb then, and I will read you the blurb off the back. It is perfect. In a world that parallels our own, good and evil do battle as the fates of magical and mysterious creatures become entwined in a way that has severe consequences upon the existence of reality itself. The Shadow Lord, a being of indescribable evil, finds freedom from his prison, the Cruciamentum, and begins his quest for domination of the realms and their populations, starting with Orbis Terrarum. Together, the elementals, people with fairy blood, must band together with werewolves, a mage, an angel, and the enigmatic old man Fishbone to save the realm from the worst kind of evil imaginable. Will they succeed? In this reality, nothing is certain. Now, as a blurb, that gets a whopping 10 out of 10. That is how you write a blurb. That is exactly what you need to sell the book without giving a sort of life history. When telling too much, just enough, and that is perfect. So for blurb, you get a nice 10 out of 10. Okay then, that brings me on to storyline. For the storyline, I give it a 9. It's a very good story. Of course, with any sort of fantasy story, it's usually good against evil, or in some cases evil against good, or evil against evil, or even good against good. But this is classic good against evil, and without being cliched, it is absolutely a nail-biting, page-turning, must read another chapter type of story. Need to know what happens to certain characters, and the characters in it are just brilliant. You know, you really get invested in them. And so for the storyline, we give it a 9 out of 10. Okay then, so onto the writing style for this book. I give this an 8 out of 10. It is the author's first novel, and it is clear it's the author's first novel. And it's written exceptionally well. But an author's first novel is always different from their other books. The writing style differs slightly as they fall into their stride with how they write. You can notice this quite clearly on the Terry Brooks novels, like The Sword of Shannara was very clearly his first novel. Very different from the way he writes in the other books he does. So, but this is not a world of difference. It's just an author coming into her own. Someone that is still discovering her writing style, but it is very good, and it's very well written. So I give the writing style an 8 out of 10 for this. Personal enjoyment is next. I give this 8. I really enjoyed this. I think 8 out of 10 is a fair score to give A Knight of Feylore for this really good story. you know, one I have to have on my shelf. So 8 out of 10 for personal enjoyment. Rereadability, I give it a 7 out of 10. I've read it multiple times, but it's not to say it's not a good book. It is a very good book. But what comes later from this author is even better. It's like saying, wow, that guy's a fast runner. Then you see an even faster runner, and you went, wow, that's fast. That's faster. So I'm giving this a rereadability factor of 7, which is well above average. It is something, you know, you want to read again. It's a book that doesn't lose any of its charm on the second or third or fourth read. It captures the imagination each and every time, so it's doing something right, baby. So we give rereadability a 7. Now this brings the overall score then to a total of 42 out of 50. Not bad, Bex Gooding, not bad. Now you can buy this book from Amazon Books. I highly suggest you do. It is such a good book. I mean, I'm of the sort that I like to have physical books. I like to have the physical copy in my hand when I read it. I like to have it on my bookcase to display. It looks good, but you can get it as a digital copy if you so desire. So, you know, you go onto Amazon Books and the choice will be yours. But yeah, I highly recommend this book, A Night of Feylore by Bex Gooding from the Wolf Angel Chronicles, book 1 of the Like an Angel trilogy. You need to check this one out. So head on over there and check it out, and I'll see you guys on another video. Bye for now, folks. Bye bye. And we all live happily ever after. The end.